We found it.
Yeah.
Upon the heath!
There to meet with Macbeth! Macbeth!
Oh, I come, Grey Malkin!
Hannah called!
None!
Fair is foul and foul is fair. Halter be the flog and truth the air.
What bloody man is that? He can report as seemeth by his plight of the revolt the new estate.
My liege, this is the sergeant who, like a good and hearty soldier, fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend, say to the king the knowledge of the broil as thou didst leave it.
Doubtful it stood, as two spent swimmers that do cling together and choke their art. The merciless MacDonwell, worthy to be a rebel, for to that the multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him. From the western isles of kerns and gallow glasses is supplied, and fortune on his damned quarrel smiling like a rebel's whore. But all's too weak for brave Macbeth. Well, he does deserve that name, disdaining fortune with his brandish steel, which smoked with bloody execution. Like Value's minion carved out his passage till he faced a slave, which ne'er shook hands nor bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from the nave, till the chops and fixed his head upon her battlements.
Valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
As whence the sun gives his reflection, shipwrecking storms and direful thunders break. So from that spring whence comfort comes, discomfort swells. Mark, King of Scotland, mark! No sooner justice had with valored arm compelled these skipping currents to trust their heels, but the Norwegian lord, surveying vantage with new supplies of men, began a fresh assault.
Dismayed this not our captains Macbeth and Banquo?
Yes, as sparrows, eagles, or the hare, the lion. If I say sooth, I must report, they were as cannons overcharged with double cracks. So they doubly redoubled strokes upon the foe, except they meant to bathe in reeking wounds or memorize another Golgotha, I cannot tell. But I grow weak, my gashes cry for help.
So well thy words attend thee as thy wounds they smack of honor bow. Go, get him searched.
Who comes here?
The worthy Cain of Ross.
What a haste looks through his eyes. Though he should look, it seems to speak things strange.
God save the king.
Whence camest thou, worthy Thane?
From fight, great king, where the Norwegian flags flout in the sky and fan our people cold. The Norway himself with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cardor, began a dismal conflict. Tell that beloved bridegroom,
Macbeth.
lacked in proof, confronted him with self-concern, point against point, rebellious arm against arm, curving his lavish spirit, and to conclude, the victory fell on us.
Oh,
But now Swado, the Norway's king, praised composition, and Lord redeemed him very love his men. He first at St. Holmes $10,000.
No more that Thane of Cawdor shall receive our bosom interest. Go pronounce his present death, and with his former title greet Macbeth. What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
Oh, sister, where hast thou been?
Killing swine!
Where thou sittest? Sailors like had chestnuts on the lap, and munched and munched and munched. Give me, quoth I. Arrant thee, witch, the rub-fed Runyon cried.
Her husband's to Aleppo gone, master of the tiger. But in a sieve, I'd thither sailing like a rat without a tail. I'll do!
I'll give you a win.
Oh, no, it's kind.
And I another.
And I myself have all the other. All the very quarters that they blow. All the very quarters that they know in the shipman's car. I shall say, dry as hay. Sleep shall neither night nor day hang upon his penthouse lid. He shall live a mad forbid, wearisome nights. 9 times 9 shall he dwindle, peak and pine. Though his bark cannot be lost, yet it shall be tempest-tossed. Oh, look what I have.
Oh, show me.
Here I have a pilot's thumb, wrecked his home when he did come. What's wrong? Macbeth will come.
The weird sisters, hand in hand,
posters of the sea and land, thus do go about, thrice to 9. Oh, thrice to 9.
And thrice again to make up 9.
Peace to John So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
So far as it calls for is. What are these? So withered and wild in their attire, they look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it. Live you, or aren't you that man may question? You seem to understand me by each at one laying her choppy finger on her skinny lips. You should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret you are so.
Speak if you can. What are you?
Oh, hell, Macbeth. Hell to the Uthe and
I'm hail to the Uthe and Cawdor.
All hail Macbeth, that shall be king hereafter!
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, are ye fantastical, or that indeed which outwardly ye show? My nose will pardon you. You greet with present grace and great conviction, of noble habit and of royal hope, and he seems wrapped withal. To me, you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time and tell me which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me, who neither fear nor beg your favors nor your hate.
Hail!
Hail.
Hail! Lesser than Macbeth and greater!
Not so happy. Yet much happier.
Thou shalt get king, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth.
And Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail!
Say, you imperfect speakers, tell me more.
Oh!
By single step, I know I am taking promise, but how Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman. And to be king stands not within the prospect of belief, no more than in Cawdor. Say from whence you overstrayed me, tell me to lie upon this glass deep we stop our way and slip prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you!
Your Penrose supplier has indeed our outcome. Oh, whither are they vanished?
Into the air, what sea corporal melted it, breath into the wind. Would they had stayed?
Such things here to be you speak about, or have we eaten of the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be king.
You shall be king.
And Thane of Cawdor too, but it not so.
To the self-same tune and
Oh, Macbeth, the king has happily received, Macbeth, news of thy success. And when he reads thy person avenging verse, he wonders. And his praise do contend it should be thine, his. Silenced with that, he will go the rest of the self-same day. He finds thee, and the stout of thee. Nothing to fear of what thou didst make. Strange image of death. As thick as hail came post. Everyone did bear thy face to his king's great fence, and poured them down before him.
We are sent to give thee from our royal master's thanks. Only to herald thee and who is black, not pay thee.
In which earnest of a greater honor, he gave you from him, called thee, Thane of Cawdor, in which addition hail, most worthy Thane, for 'tis thine.
what can the devil speak true?
Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Was the same lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life which he deserves to lose. Whether he was combined with those of Norway, or did line the rebel with hidden help and advantage, or that in both his labored in his country's wreck, I know not. The treason's capital confessed and proved hath overthrown him.
Flawless and Thane of Cawdor. The greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do you not hope your children shall be kings when those that gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promised no less to them?
That entrusted home might yet enkindle you to the crown besides the Thane of Cawdor. But 'tis strange, and oftentimes to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness tell us truth, win us with honest trifles to betray us, and keep us consequence. Cousins, a word I pray.
Two truths are told as happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial theme. I thank you, gentlemen. This supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, I have to give me earnest of success commencing in the truth. I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion whose horrid image doth unfix my hair and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings. My thought, whose murder yet is but fantastical, shakes so my single state of man that function is smothered in surmise, and nothing is but what is not.
Look how our partner's wrapped.
If chance will have me king, why, chance may crown me without my stir.
New honors come upon me, like strange garments, cling not to their mold, but with the aid of use.
Come what come may, time and the hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me a favor. My dull brain was racked with things forgotten. Kind gentlemen, your pains are registered where every day I turn over your freedom. Let us toward the king. Think further upon what hath chanced, and at more time, the interim having waited, let us speak our three hearts each to other.
Very gladly.
Till then, enough. Come, friends.
Is execution done on Cawdor? Are not those in commission yet returned?
My liege, they are not yet come back. But I've spoke with one that did see him die, who did report that, very frankly, he confessed his treasons, implored your highness pardon, and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing in his life became him like the leaving it. He died as one that had been studied in his death. To throw away the dearest thing he owed is were a careless trifle.
With no heart to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust. Oh, worthy of cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now is heavy on me. Thou art so far before that swiftest wing of recompense is slow toward taking. Thou hast less deserved that both the proportion of thanks and payment might have been mine. Only I have to say, more is thy due than more than all can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe in doing it pays itself. Your highness's part is to receive our duties, and our duties are to your state and throne, children and servants, which do everything but what they should, by doing everything safe toward your love and honor.
Welcome hither. I have begun to plant thee, and will see thee full of growing. Noble Banquo that hath no less deserved, or must be known no less to have done so. Let me hold thee and hold thee to my heart.
There if I grow, the harvest is your own.
My plenteous joys, wanton in fullness, seem to hide themselves in drops of sorrow. Sons, kinsmen, babes, and you whose places are the nearest, know that we will establish our estate upon our eldest Malcolm, whom we name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland.
The Prince of Cumberland!
Which honor must not unaccompanied invest him only, but signs of nobleness like stars shall shine on all deservers. From hence to Inverness, to bind us further to you.
The rest is labor which is not used for you. I'll be myself the harbinger, and make joyful the hearing of my wife with your approach, so humbly take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor.
The Prince of Cumberland? That is a step on which I must fall down, or else soar for in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires. The eye winketh the hand, yet let that be, which the eye fears when it is done. To see.
True, worthy Banquo, he is full so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed. It is a banquet to me. Let's after him whose care is gone before to bid us welcome. It is a peerless kin.
They've met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the perfectest report they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned a desire to question them further, they made themselves air, into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time with, "Hail, king that shalt be." This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightest not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Ah, glum as thou art, and Carter, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness intent. What thou wouldst highly, that thou wouldst holily, wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win. Thou wouldst have, great Glamis, that which cries, thus thou must do if thou have it, and that which rather thou dost fear to do, than wishes should be undone. That I may pour my spirit in thine ear, and chastise in the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round. Fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal.
Madam,
What is your time?
the king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him? Were it so, would have been formed for preparation.
So please you, it is true. Our thing is coming. One of my fellows had to feed him, who almost dead for breath, and scarcely more than would make up his message.
Give him tending. He brings bread and
Oh,
meal.
yes, it's so exciting.
Raven himself is horse. Puts the fatal engines of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts. Unsex me here. Fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of virus cruelty. Make thick my blood. Sweet princess in passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shape my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breasts, and take my milk for gold, murdering ministers. Wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. This night, impale thee in the dullest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold! Hold! Great Glamis! Worthy Carter. Rated them both by the all hails hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present. And I feel now the future in the instant.
Dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
When goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he proposes.
Never shall sun that morrow see. Your face, my lady, does look, where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower. Oh, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for. And you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which shall to all our days and nights to come give solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We will speak further.
And we live up clear, to all the favor ever here. We both.
This castle hath a pleasant seat. The air sweetly and nimbly recommends itself unto our gentle sense.
This guest of summer, temple-haunting martlet does approve by his love masonry. The air smells wooingly here. No jutty frieze buttress nor coign of vantage, but this bird hath made a pendant bed and procreant cradle, I have observed, where they most breed and haunt. The air is delicate.
See, our honored hostess. The love that follows us sometime is our trouble, which ill we thank us love. Herein I teach you how you shall bid God illness for your pains and thank us for your trouble.
All our service, in every point, twice done and then done double, with poor and single business to contend against those honors, deep and broad, wherewith your majesty loads our house. For those of old, and the late dignities heaped up to them, we rest your hermits.
Where's the Thane of Cawdor? We forced him at the heel and had a purpose to be his purveyor, but he rides well, and his great love, sharp as his spur, hath helped him to his home before us. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests.
Your servants ever have theirs, themselves, and what is theirs, in count, to make their audit at your highness' pleasure, still to return your own.
Give me your hand. Conduct me to mine home. We love him highly and shall continue our graces towards him. By your leave, hostess.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well that it were done quickly. If the assassination, betrayal of consequence, and extra Circe's success, but this blow might be all in the end of. Here upon this banquet show of time, we jump the life to come. But we still have judgments that we but teach bloody instruction, which being taught returns to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First as I am his kinsman and his subject, both strong against the deed. As his host who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, that Duncan hath borne his faculty so weak, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. And pity, like a naked newborn babe striding the blast, or heaven's cherubims, forced upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow this horrid deed in every eye. The tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and lands on the other. Now, what news?
He has almost stopped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
Know you not he has?
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be warm now in their newest squaws, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and wakes it now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time such I account thy love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteemest the ornament of life, and yet live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cat in the attic?
Prithee, peace. I dare do more than becomes a man, who dares do more as none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more than man. Nor time, nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both. They would make themselves, and that, their fitness not as unmake you. I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipples at the bone stumps and dashed the brains out had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail?
We fail? Huh. Screw your courage to the sticky place and we'll not fail. When Duncan is asleep, where do the rabbit on his day's hard journey soundly and guided? His two chamberlains will I, with wine and wassail, so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a few, and the receipt of reason of the Windbeck only. When in swinish sleep, their trenchant natures lie as in a death. You as I perform upon the unguarded something. What not put upon his spongy officers who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
Bring forth men children only, But I, undaunted metal, should compose nothing but mail. Will it not be received when we have marked with blood those two of his own chamber and used their very daggers if they've done it?
Who dares receive it other? As we shall make our grief and clamor roar upon his death.
I am sick, and bend up every corporal agent to the snare of the feast. Away, mock time is Paris to show. False faces must hide, false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boy?
Hold it down. I have not heard it flash.
She goes down at 12.
Take it later, sir.
Oh, take thy sword. There's husbandry in heaven, the candles are all out. Oh, take thee that too. These summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers restrain in me the cursed thoughts that nature gives way to in repose. Give me my sword. Who's there?
A friend?
Sir? Not yet at rest? Then he hath been in unusual pleasure and sent forth great largesse to your offices. This diamond he greets your wife withal in the name of most kind hostess, and shut up in measureless content.
Being unprepared, our will became servant to defect, which else should free have brought.
All's well. I dreamt last night of the three feared sisters. To you they have showed some truth.
I think not of them. Yet when we can entreat an hour to serve, we should spend it in some order on that business. You would grant the time.
At your kindest leisure.
If you shall plead to my consent when 'tis, it shall make honor for you.
So I lose none in seeking to augment it, but by keeping my bosom franchised and allegiance clear, I shall be counseled.
Good repose the while.
Thanks, sir. Like to you.
Go bid thy mistress when my drink is ready. She strikes upon the bell. Oh, get thee to bed! Is this a dagger I see before me, the handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. Oh, I see thee still, though I have thee not. Art thou not, fatal vision, sensitive to touch as to sight? Or art thou a dagger of the mind, false creation proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee still, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshalest me the way I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else worth all the rest. Oh, I see thee still, and on thy bladed dungeon gouts of blood, which was not so before. There is no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Now over one half world nature seems dead. Wicked dreams use the curtain sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings, and withered murder, alarmed by his sentinel the wolf, thus with his stealthy pace, with Tarquin's ravishing strides towards his design, moves like a ghost. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps which way they walk. For fear thy very stones prate of my whereabouts and take the present form of the time which now suits. Whilst I breath he lives. Words to the heat of deeds too cold breath gives. I go and it is done, the bell invites me. Care it not, Duncan, for it is of now, that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
That which hath made them drunk, hath made me bold. But hath quenched them, given me fire.
Oh!
It was the owl that cried, fatal bellman which gives the sternest good night. She is about it. The doors are open, and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their pot, that death and nature do contend about them whether they live or die.
Who's there? What ho?
Alack! Oh, I'm afraid that they've awakened, have not done. See the attempt, not the deed, confounds us. Hark! I laid their daggers ready. He could not miss them. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. Oh, my husband! Oh.
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owls scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
No.
As I descended?
I...
Hark! Who lies in the second chamber?
Donaldson.
This is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh and sleep, another cried murder. That they did wake each other. I stood and heard them. But they did say their prayers and addressed them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and amen the other, as they had seen me with these hangman's hands. Listening their fears, I could not say amen when they did say, God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
But wherefore could not I pronounce amen? I had most need of blessing, and amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought after these ways, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth doth murder, sleep. The innocent sleep. Sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care. Death of each day's life, soil labor's bath, balm of hurt minds, great nature's second course, chief nourisher and life's feast.
What do you mean?
Still it cried, sleep no more to all the house. Glamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Carter shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Worthy Thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of things. Go get some water. Wash this filthy witness from your hand. Why have you brought these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go, carry them. Smear the sleeping rooms with blood.
Go no more. I'm afraid what I have done will come again. I dare not.
Firm of purpose. The daggers. Living and dead are but in pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their gifts.
What's this that knocking? How else with me when every noise appalls me? What hands are here? Can they pluck out mine eyes? Will all great Neptune's oceans wash clean this blood from my hand? No. My hand will rather the multitude in the seas incarnity, making the green one red.
Oh, my hands are of your color, but ashamed to wear a heart so white. And we're nothing but the south entry. Retire we to our chamber, until water clears us of this deed. How easy it is then. Your constancy has left you unattended. Get on your nightgown lest occasion call us and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deeds were best not know myself. My ducking with thy knocking I would thou cut.
Oh, here's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter of Hellgate, he should have holes turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there in the name of Beelzebub? Here's a farmer that hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Come inside. Have napkins enough about you. Here, you'll sweat for it. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there in the other devil's name? He's an equivocator who could swear in both the scales against either scale, who could have committed treason enough for God's sake, but could not equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? English tailor, come in if I'm stealing out of a French hose. Come in here, you may roast your goose. Knock, knock, never in quiet. What are you? This place is too cold for hell. I'll devil porter it no further. I had thought we'd let in some of all professions that go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Oh, I pray you remember the porter.
Was it so late, friend, ere you went to bed that you do lie so late?
Oh, maester, we were carousing till the second cock. Drink, sir, is a great provoker of three things.
What three things does drinking specially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and urine. Lechery, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but takes away the performance. Therefore, much drink may be said to be an equivocator with lechery. It makes him and it mars him. It sets him on and it takes him off. It persuades him and disheartens him. It makes him stand to And not stand too. In conclusion, equivocates him in his sleep, and in giving him the lie, leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
Oh, that it did, sir, in the very throat on me. But I requited him for his lie, and I think being too strong, though I took up my legs sometimes, yet I made a shift to cast him.
Is thy master stirring? Oh, our knocking is waking. Here it comes.
Good morrow, noble man.
Good morrow, Bo. Is the king stirring, worthy thing? Not yet. He didn't command me to call time on him. I'd almost slipped the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
I know this is a joyful trouble, but yet 'tis one. Labor with delight and business, Dave. Here's the door. I'll make so bold to call, for 'tis my limited service.
Goes the king hence today.
He does, he did it for so.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and as they say, lamentings heard in the air. Strange screams of death, and prophesying with accents terrible of dire combustion and confused events, new hatched to the woeful time. An obscure bird, the livelong night. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
It was a rough night.
My young remembrance did not parallel a bellow to it.
Or! Tongue no heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion now hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke up the Lord's anointed temple and stole thence the life of the building. What's this you say, the life?
Mean you, his majesty?
Approach your chamber. Destroy your sight with new Gorgon. Get up beneath me. See and speak yourselves. Oh wait! Ring the alarm bell. Murder and treason! Malcolm! Beg will down a blame! Shake off this downy sleep death's counterfeit and look upon death itself! Up and see the great God's image! Malcolm! Down a blame! Bagwell! Ask from your graves, rise up and walk like sprites to countenance his horror! Ring the bell!
What the business is such a hideous trumpet supposed to parlay the sleepers of this house? Speak! Oh, speak!
Gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. For repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Bagwell. All royal bastards murdered.
Oh, alas! What in our house? True fool, anywhere. Oh, dear Duff, I prithee contradict thyself and say it is not so.
Had I died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. But from this moment, there's nothing serious in mortality. Falls but toys. Renown and grace is dead. The line of life is drawn, and the mere leaves is left as false to brag of.
What is amiss?
You often do not know it. The spring of the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped. Your royal father's murdered.
What?
By whom?
Those of his chamber as the king came down. Their faces and hands were all badged with blood. So were their daggers, which unwiped were found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life could be trusted with them.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them. Wherefore did you so? Who can be wise, amazed, temperate and furious? Loyal and neutral in a moment, no man. The execution of my violent love outrun the cause of reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood, and his gashed stabs looked like a breach in nature for ruin's wasteful entrance. There, the murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love, and in that heart courage to make love known?
Oh, help me. Oh,
Ladies, we hold our tongues. Let most make this argument for hours.
It should be spoken here, where our faith hidden in the altar may rush in and seize us. Let's away. Our tears are not yet proved.
To our strong sorrow of emotion.
Look to the lady. And when we have our naked frailties hid that suffer an exposure, then let us meet again. Study this most bloody piece of work. Fear and scruple shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence against the undivulged pretense I fight of treasonous mouth.
And so do I.
So all.
Let us briefly put our manly readiness and meet in the hall together. Welcome to
Welcome.
What will you do? Let's not consort with them. Show an Halter is an office which the false man does evil. I'll to England.
Die in the die. Our separated fortunes shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, there's daggers in men's smiles. The near in blood, the nearer blooded.
This murderous shaft that shot is not yet lighted, and our safest way is to avoid the aim, so therefore to horse. Let us not be dainty of late taking but shift away. There's merit in that theft which steals itself, and there's no mercy left.
70 I can remember well, within the volume of which time I have seen hours dreadful and things strange. But this sore night has trifled former knowings.
Father, thou seest the heavens is troubled with man's act, threatening his bloody stage. For by the clock 'tis day, and yet dark night strangles the traveling lamp. Is it night's predominance, or the day's shame that darkens says the face of earth and tomb when living light should kiss it?
'Tis unnatural indeed, even like the deed that's done. On Tuesday last, a falcon, towering in her pride of place, was by a mousing owl hawked at and killed.
And of his horses, a thing most strange and certain, or furious and swift, minions of their races, turned wild in nature, broke their stalls, flung out, contending against obedience, as they would make war with mankind.
'Tis said they eat each other.
They did, to the amazement of mine eyes that looked upon it. Here comes the good Macduff. How goes the world, sir, now?
Why, see you not?
Is it known who did it, Donaldson?
Those that Macbeth hath slain.
Nay. Well, what good could they pretend?
They were suborned. Malcolm and Donaldson, the king's 2 sons, are stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
Against nature still? Thriftless ambition that will brave enough thine own life's mean? It is most likely sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He is already named and gun to be invented.
Where's Donaldson?
Carried to Cologne Kill, the sacred storehouse of his predecessors and guardian of their bones.
So?
No, cuz, now the fight.
Well, I'll say.
Well, may you see things well done there. Adieu. Best our old robes are easier than our new.
God's vengeance go with you, and with those that would make good of bad and friends of foes.
Thou hast it all now. King, Cardinal, all as the weird women promised, and I fear thou playest most foul. Yes. It was said it should not stand in thy posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them as upon thee, Macbeth, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope? But hush, no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast, and all things unbecoming.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Your Highness command upon me, to which my duties are with the most indissoluble tie forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon.
Aye, my good lord.
We should have else desired your good advice, which still hath been both brave and prosperous in this day's council, but we'll take tomorrow. As far you ride?
As far, my lord, as will fill up time twixt this and supper. Go not my horse the better, I must become a borrower of the night for a dark hour or twain.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide, filling their hearers with strange invention. But of that tomorrow, when therewithal we shall have cause of state craving us tritely. I eat a horse till you return at night. Those Cleants with you.
Aye, my lord. Our time does call upon us.
And I do wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and I do commend you to that act. So well. Let every man be master of his time till supper time. Make society a sweeter welcome. We will keep ourselves till then alone. Well then, good. God be with you. Sirrah, a word with you. Attend those men our leisure.
They are, my lord, without the palace gate.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears are thankful. And in his royalty of nature raised that which would be feared. 'Tis much he did. And to the dauntless temper of his mind hath a wisdom that doth guide his valor to act with safety. There's none but he to be feared. And under him my genius is rebuked, as it is said Mark Antony's was by Caesar. The sisters, when first they placed the name king on me, and bade them speak to him. Then prophet-like they hail him father to a line of kings. Upon my crown they place a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my grip, thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for banquos and sheep have I filed my mind. For them the gracious Duncan have I murdered, put rancors in the vessels of my peace, only for them, and mine eternal jewel given to the common enemy of man, to make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings! Rather than so, come fate into the issue and champion me to the elements. Who's there? Now go to the door and wait until we call. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Well then now, have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was he who in times past held you so under fortune, which you thought had been our innocent self. This I made good to you in our last conference, passed in probation. How you were born in hand, how crossed the instruments, who free had wrought, and all things else that's a half a soul and a notion praise to say, thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did so and went further. Now our point for 7 evening. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospel to pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand hath bowed you to the grave and beggared yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
Aye, in the catalogue you go for men, as hounds, greyhounds, mongrels, spaniels, curs, shucks, water rugs, demi-wolves, are clubbed all by the name of dogs. The value plow distinguishes the slow, the subtle, the housekeeper, the hunter, everyone according to the gifts with bounteous nature hath in him closed, whereby he does receive particular addition for the bill which writes them all alike. And so men. Now, if you have a station in the file, not in the worst ranks of manhood, say it, and I'll put this business in your bosom, whose execution takes your enemies off, grapples you to the heart and love of those of us who wear our help the sickly in his life, which is his death for perfect.
I am one, my liege, who the vile blows and buffets of the world have so incensed that I'm reckless what I do to spite the world.
And I another, so tugged with fortune, weary with disaster, that I would set my life on any chance to mend it or be rid on it.
Both of you know that Banquo is your enemy?
True, Lord.
So is he mine. And in such bloody distance that every moment of his being thrust against my nearest to fight. And though I could with barefaced power sweep him from my sight and bid my will avouch it, yet I may not. For certain friends that are both his and mine, whose loves I may not drop, but wail his fall, whom I myself struck down. Thence it is that I, to your assistance, do make love, masking with thee from the common eye to sundry waking.
So we shall, my liege, perform as you command us.
Though our lives
Your spirits shine through you. Within the hour, at the most, I will advise you to plant yourself, acquaint you with the perfect spy of the time, the moment on, what must be done tonight. And something from the palace. Always thought that I require a clearness, and with him, to leave no rubs, no botches in the work, his son, Cleon's, that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart, I'll come to you anon.
We're resolved.
Abide within, I'll call on you shortly. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from court?
Aye, madam, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Madam, I will.
No! Not sad. Oh, spent. For our desire is got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord? Why do you keep yourself alone? Of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them they think on. Things without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scotched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself again, whilst our poor Malice remains in danger of her former tooth. But let the frame of things disjoint, both the worlds suffer. There we will eat our meals in fear and sleep in the torture of the restless mind that shakes us nightly. Better be with the dead when we to gain our peace, have sent to peace, than to lie on the torture of the mind, to lie in restless ecstasy. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason has done his worst, nor steel, nor poison, malice, domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle my lord. Sleep all your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
So shall I love, and so I pray be you. Let your remembrance fall on Banquo. Present him eminence both with eye and tongue. It's safe the while that we must lave our honors in these flattering streams and make our faces visits to our hearts, disguising what they are.
You must leave this.
Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dearest Chuck. Thou knowest Banquo and his fiance lives.
In damn nature's copy's naughty turn.
Aye, this company, yet they are as sailor. Let be thou jumper. Ere the bat hath flown his cloistered flight, ere the black Hecate's offerings, the shard-born beetle with his drowsy rums hath rung thy yawning peal, there shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, that thou father me. Come see me, knight. Scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hands cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Light thickens. The crow makes wing to the rooky wood. Good things of day begin to droop and drowse, while night's black agents to their prey do rouse. Thou marvelous at my word, for won't be still. Bad things begun make strong themselves.
Who did Vickie join with us?
Ben.
He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and what we have to do to the direction just.
Then stand with us. The west yet glimmers with some streaks of day. Now spurs the lated traveler apace to gain the timely inn, and near approaches the subject of our watch.
Oh, I bet your horses.
Give us a light there, Hull.
Then 'tis he. The rest that are within the note of expectation already are in the court.
These horses go about.
So do they usually from hence to the palace gate take their nightly walk.
A light! A light!
Stand to it!
Shall be rain tonight.
Let it come down!
Oh, treachery!
We've lost best half of our affair.
Oh, let's wait and see how much is done.
You know your own degrees. Sit down, and first and last the hearty welcome.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess speaks her statement at that time, and we will inquire her.
Pronounce it for me, sir. To all our friends. For my heart speaks, they are welcome.
See, they grace thee with their hot sense. Both sides are eating here, I'll sit with this. Be large in mirth, and I will drink a measure for the table round. There's blood on thy face.
'Tis Banquo's, then.
Better be without than he within. Is he dispatched?
Aye, my lord, his throat is cut. That much I did for him.
I'll have the best of the cutthroats. But he's good that did the like for Cleons. Thou didst thou not stand trial.
Most royal, sir. Cleance escaped.
Oh, there comes my fit again. I had else been whole, as the marble, founded as the rock, as broad and general as the casing air. But now I am cabined, cribbed, confined, bound into saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's dispatched.
Aye, my lord, safe in a ditch he bides, with 20 trenchant gashes on his head, the least a death to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies. The worm that's fled hath nature then In time, we'll bend and breed no teeth for the present. Get thee gone. We'll hear ourselves tomorrow.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer.
Sweet remembrance, sir. Now, good digestion lay on appetite. Help on both.
May it please your highness sit.
Here have we now our country's honored roof, with a graced person of our banquo present, whom may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please, your highness, to grace us with your royal company.
Table's full.
Here's the place reserved, sir.
Thank you, my lord.
Oh, that was your highness.
Which of you have done this?
Done what, my lord?
Thou canst not say I pity. Never shake thy gory locks at me.
Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friend. My lord is often thus, hath been from his youth. Pray you keep. The fit is momentary. Upon a thought you will again be well. If you much notice him, you will offend him and extend his passion. Feed and regard him not. Man!
Aye, and a bold one to dare looks on that which might have fallen the devil.
Stop. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you set under the Duncan. Flaws and starts, impostors to true fear, who will become a woman's story at a winter's fire authorized by her granddad. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you must put on a stool.
Prithee, see there? Look, lo, behold! Why, how say you? Why, what care I? If thou canst not speak to, if carnal houses and our graves must send those that we bury back, our monuments shall be the maws of kites.
Quite unmanned in folly.
If I stand here, I saw him.
Itself.
Blood hath been shed here now in the olden time. There he made statue purge the gentle wheel. Aye, and since 2 murders have been performed too terrible for the ear. The times have been when the brains were out, the man would die, and there and there. And now they rise again, with 20 mortal murders on our crowns that push us from our stools. This is more strange than such a murder is.
My worthy lord, your noble friends do like you.
I do forget. Do not muse me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those who know me. Come, love and help to all. Then I'll sit. Give me wine, feel full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table. And to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss would he were here. To all in him we thirst, and all to all.
I do that to the land.
How fond it could my sight, that the earth high thee! Thy bones don't marrow, lest thy blood is cold. Thou hast no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with.
Things are so clear that, but a thing of custom is no other. Only it spoils the pleasure of the time.
What man dare I dare? Approach thou like the rugged Russian bear, the Hyacinth tiger, or the armed rhinoceros. Take any shape of that, and my firm nerve shall never tremble. I'll be alive again, and dare me to the desert with my sword. Trembling I inhabit, and protest me the baby of a girl. Hence, unreal shadow, horrible mockery, hence! So being God, I'm a man again. I pray you sit still.
You have displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting with most admired disorder.
Such things be, and overcome us like a summer's cloud without our special wonder. You make me strange, into the disposition that I owe, and now I think you can behold such sights and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks when mine is flashed with fear.
What sight?
Oh, praise. Do not speak to him. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once, good night. stand not upon the order you're going, but go at once.
Good night, and better help attend His Majesty.
A kind good night to all.
It will have blood. They say blood shall have blood. Stones have been known to move and trees to speak. Augurs and understood relations have by magpies and choughs and rooks brought forth the secrets to man blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds with the morning. Which is which?
How sayest thou? Macbeth denies his person at our great bidding.
Did you send to him, sir?
I hear it by the way, but I will send. There's not a one of them, but in his house I keep a servant fee. I will tomorrow, and betimes I will to the weird sisters, more shall they speak. For now I am bent to know by the worst means the worst. For mine own good, all causes shall give way. I am in blood stepped in so far that should I wait no more, returning were as tedious as the go. Strange things I have in head that will to hand, which must be acted ere they may be scanned.
Last season of all natures, sleep.
Come, little sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initiative fear that wants hard use. We are yet but young, indeed.
out and stays for me!
Come, let us make haste. We shall soon be back again.
My former speech is hit your thoughts, which can interpret further. Only I say things have been strangely wrong. The gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth, married, he was dead. And the right valiant Banquo walked to left, whom you may say, if it please you, flee and skill, but they left. Men must not walk too late. Who cannot want the thought how monstrous it was for Malcolm and for Donaldson to kill their gracious father? Damn fact! How it grieved Macbeth. Did he not straighten pious rage, the two delinquents pair, that was thralls to sleep and slaves to drink? Was not that nobly done? I like it, for it would have angered any heart alive to hear the man's sound. So that I say, all things well. And I do think that had he Duncan's sons under his key, they should find him and kill his father. So should we. With these. But from broad words and Gale's presence at the tyrant's feast, I hear Macduff is in disgrace. Sir, can you tell where this goes?
The son of Duncan, from whom the tyrant always used to refer, lives in the English court, and is received as the most pious Edward, the malevolence of fortune. Nothing takes from his high respect. Mr. Macduff, God to pray the Holy King, to wake Northumberland and warlike seaward. That with the help of these, with him above to ratify the work, we may again bring sleep to our nights, meat to our tables, free from our banquets and feast, bloody knives, and faithful honors, receive free honors, all which we pine for now. The court has so exasperated the king that even now he prepares for some attempt of war.
And to Macduff.
He did. With an absolute sir, not I. The cloudy messenger turns me his back and comes as who would say, you'll rue the time that clogs me with this answer.
That well might advise him to a caution to hold what distance his wisdom can provide. May some holy angel fly to the court of England and unfold his message ere he comes, that a swift blessing may soon return to this, our suffering country, under a hand terror.
Oh, I'll send my prayers.
Thrice the brinded cat hath
Thrice and once the head's big wine.
Up, you cried. It's done, it's done!
round about the cauldron go, in the poison entrail throw, told it under cold stove, days and nights has 31, sleeping swather venom got, for the first in the charmed pot.
Eye of newt, toe of frog, wool of bat, and tongue of duck. Henceforth, leave it out it. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell-brought boil and bubble. Trouble, trouble, boil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron
Witches, mummy, ma, and dove, of the raven seesaw sun, of hemlock in the dark, finger of her strangled babe. This whispered by a drag makes me grow all sick and slap, added to a tiger's chagrin for the ingredients of our cauldron.
With the baboon's blood, and the charm is firm and good.
Well done! Oh, I commend your pains, and everyone shall share in the games. Now all above the cauldron sing like elves and fairies nothing in charging all that you put in.
Something wicked this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags? What is it you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you by that which you profess, however you come to know it. Answer me. Though you untie the winds and let them fight against churches, though the esty waves confound and swallow navigation up, though the bladed corn be lodged and trees blown down, castles topple on their waters' heads, the palaces and pyramids do slope their heads against their foundations, though the treasure of nature's Germans tumble all together, even till destruction sicken, answer me to what I ask you.
Speak!
Danan?
We'll answer.
Say if thou had rather hear it from ourselves or from our masters.
Call him, let me see him.
Pour in South blood that has eaten her 9 boroughs. Grease that sweat from a murderer's gibbet. Throw into the flame. Come
high or low,
thyself in office, let me show.
Tell me, thou unknown power.
No, thy God, listen to it, but speak thou not.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Beware Macduff. Beware the Thane of Fight. Dismiss me. Enough.
Whatever thou art, for thy good caution, thanks. Thou hast taught my fear of rights. For one word more.
Here's another more powerful than the first.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth.
And I tree as I hear thee.
Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of a man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live Macduff. Why need I fear thee? And yet to make assurance double sure and take a bond with fate, thou shalt not live, that I may tell pale-hearted fear in lies, and sleep in spite of thunder. Oh, what's this that rises like the issue of a king? It wears upon its baby brow the round and top of sovereignty?
Listen, speak not to it.
Be lion bettled and proud, and take no care to chase or threats, or where conspirers are. Macbeth shall never vanquished be until great Burnham Wood, to high Dunstane Hill, shall come against him.
That will never be. Who can impress the forest, bid the tree unfix his earthbound roots? Sweet bottom, it's good! Rebellion's head, rise never to the wood of Burnham rise! And our high-placed Macbeth shall live the lease of nature, pay his breath to mortal custom. Yet my heart throbs to know one thing more. Tell me if your power can tell so much. A thankless issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
I will be satisfied. Deny me this and an eternal curse fall on you. Let me know. Why sinks this cauldron? What noise is here?
Show his eyes, breathe his heart.
Come like shadows, so depart.
Oh, it's like the spirit of thankful. Down, thy crown doth sear mine eyeballs. Thy hair, thou other gold brown brows, like the first. A third is like the former. Filthy hags, why do you show me this? A fourth, starred eyes. What, will the line stretch out to the crack of doom? Another yet. A seventh. Oh, I'll see no more. Oh, and yet the eighth appears that holds a glass that shows me many more. And some I see that twofold balls and treble scepters carry. Oh, horrible sight. Now I know it's true. For the blood-bolted Banco smiles at me and points at them for his. What can this be? Where are they, gone? At this pernicious hour stand I accursed in the calendar. Come in without there!
Mrs. Will.
Are you weird sisters?
No, my lord.
Can they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be the air whereon they ride. And damn all them that trust them. I did hear the galloping, of course. Who else came by?
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, that bring you word. Macduff has fled to England.
Fled to England? Time now anticipates my dread exploits. The flighty purpose is never o'ertook, unless the deed go with it. From this moment, the very firstlings of my heart shall be the firstlings of my hand. And even now, to crown my thoughts with acts, be it thought and done. The castle of Macbeth I will surprise, seize on fight, give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all those unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. Though boasting like a fool, this deed I'll do before the purpose rule. But no more sights. Where are these gentlemen? Bring me where they are.
What hath he done to make him fly the land?
Must have patience, madam.
Patience! He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, obvious do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
To leave his wife, leave his babes, his mansion and his titles in a place from whence himself does fly. Oh, he loves us not. For the poor wren, the most diminutive of birds, will fight her young ones in the nest against the owl. All is the fear and nothing is the love. As little is the wisdom where the flight so runs against all reason.
My dearest coz, I pray you, school yourself. But as for your husband, he is wise, noble, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further. For the cruel are the times when we are traitors and do not know ourselves. When we hold rumor from what we fear, yet know not what we fear. But float upon a wild and violent sea, each way and none. To take my leave, shall not be long without a back again. The things at their worst will cease, or else rise up to what they once were before. Because my blessing comes.
Fathered he is, and yet he is fatherless.
So much the fool should I stay longer. It would be my disgrace and your discomfort. I take the leave.
Sarah, your father is dead. And what will you do now? How will you live?
As birds do, Mother. With worms and flies.
With what I get, I mean, and so do they.
Poor bird. Thou wouldst never fear the nets, nor line, the pitfall, nor the gin.
Why should I, Mother?
Poor birds, they are not sent for. My father is not dead for all your sake.
Oh, yes, he is dead. And how wilt thou do for a father?
Nay, how will you do for a husband? You can buy me 20 at any market. Buy 'em to sell 'em again.
Thou speakest with all thy wit.
And yet in faith with wit enough for thee.
Was my father a traitor, Mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
Well, one that swears and lies.
Be all the traitors that do so?
Everyone that does so is a traitor. And must be hanged.
Who must hang them?
Why, the honest men.
The liars and swearers are fools. For they're liars and swears enough to beat the honest men and hang up them.
Oh, God help me, poor one. But how wilt thou do for a month?
If he were dead, you would cry for him. If you would not, it were a good sign that I should quickly have a new father.
Bless you, fair dame. I'm not too know your state of honor either. I doubt some danger does approach you nearly. Take a holy man's advice, be not found here. Hence, with your little ones. Sprite you thus, methinks I am too savage. To do you worse will tell you cruelty, which is too nigh your person. Heaven preserve you. I dare abide no longer.
Well, whither should I fly? I have done no harm. But yet, I remember now that I am in this earthly world, where to do harm is often laudable. To do good, sometimes accounted dangerous folly. I then grasp. Do I put up that womanly defense to say I have done no harm? What are these faces?
Where's your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified as such as thou mayst find him.
He's a traitor.
Thou liest, thou shag-haired villain!
What, you egg? You cry of treachery.
Excuse me, mother! Run away!
Come, seek we out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like good men bestride our downfall and spurt them. Each new mourn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven in the face. Then it resounds if it fell with Scotland, and cried out like silver dollar.
What I believe all Wales, if no believe, and what I can redress, as I shall find the time to friend I will. What you have spoke, it may be so. Perchance. This tyrant whose sole name blisters our tongue was once thought honest. You have loved him well, he hath not touched you yet. I am young, but something you may deserve of him through me. And wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. A good and virtuous nature may recoil in an imperial charge. But I shall crave your pardon. That which you are, my thoughts cannot transpose. Angels are bright still, though the brightest fell. Yet all things foul would wear the brows of grace. Yet grace must still look so.
I have lost my hopes.
Chance even there where I did find my doubts. Why in that rawness left you wife and child? Those precious motives, those strong knots of love, without leave taking. I pray you let not my jealousies be your dishonors, but mine own safeties. You may be rightly just, whatever I shall think.
Leave, poor country. Great tyranny lay thou thy bases sure, for goodness dare not check thee. Wear thou thy wrongs, title is a fear. Fare thee well, Lord. I would not be the villain thou thinkest, for the whole space it's in the tyrant's grasp. And the rich east to boot!
Be not offended, I speak not as in absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. I think withal there would be hands uplifted in my right, and here from gracious England have I offer of goodly thousands. But, for all this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head or wear it upon my sword, my poor country shall have more vices than it had before, more suffer in more sundry ways than ever by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself, I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice so grafted, that when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will appear as pure as snow, and the poor state esteem him as a lamb being compared with my confinement song.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned to evils to top Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, false, deceitful, sudden smacking of every sin that has a name. But there is no bottom, none in my voluptuousness. Your wives, your daughters, your matrons, and your maids could not fill up the cistern of my life. In my desire, all covenants and impediments would overbear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such an one to govern. If such a one be fit to reign, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No, not to live. Oh, nation miserable, untitled, tired, bloody scepter. When shalt thou see that wholesome days again, since it's the truest issue of thy throne, by his own interdiction stands accursed, and does blaspheme his breed? Thy royal father was a most sainted king. The queen that bore thee oftener upon her knees and on her feet, died every day she lived. Fare thee well, Lord. These evils thou hast repeated upon thyself have banished me from Scotland. Till thy breast thy hope and tears.
Macduff, this noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruple, reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth by many of these strains hath sought to win me into his power, but as modest wisdom plucks me from over a treacherous haste. The God above deal between me and me, for already I put myself to thy direction. Here unspeak mine own detraction, here abjure the taints and blames I laid upon myself are strangers to my nature. And yet unknown woman. Never was forsworn, scarcely have coveted what was mine own. At no time broke my faith. Would not betray the devil to his fellow, and delight no less in truth than life. Personal speaking resists upon myself. What I am truly is thine in my poor country's command. Whither indeed, before thy hero put, old seaward with 10,000 men already at a point of setting forth. Now we'll together, and the chance of goodness be like our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once it is hard to reconcile. I'll see who comes here.
My kinsman. But I know him not.
Never judge a cousin, welcome hither.
I know him now. Time to move that means that makes us strangers.
Said Scotland where it did.
That's poor country. Almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called our mother, but our grave, where violent sorrow seems a modern ecstasy, where screams and shrieks that rend the air are made, not marked, and good men's lives expire before the flowers in their cap dying or ere they sicken.
No relation, too nice, yet too true.
What's the newest breed?
Out of an hour's age doth pick the speaker, each minute seems a new one.
How does my wife?
Why, well.
And my children?
Well, too.
The tyrant has not battered at their peace?
No, they were well at peace when I did leave.
Be not indignant of your speech, how goes it?
When I came hither to bear the tidings, which I have borne heavily, there ran a rumor of many worthy fellows that were out, which was to my belief witnessed to rather for, but I saw the tyrant's power afoot. But now it's the time of help. Your eye in Scotland to create soldiers, make our women fight them, to stop their dire distresses.
Be it their comfort, we are coming thither. Gracious England hath lent us old seaward and 10,000 men. An older and better soldier none than Christendom gives out.
But I think for this comfort in the night. But I have words that would be howled out in the desert where fearing should not latch them.
What concern? Is it a general cause or a fee grief due to some single breast?
No mind that's honest, but in it shares some woe. Though the main part pertains to you alone.
If you be mine, keep it now from me, let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever, that shall possess them of the heaviest sound that ever yet they've heard.
I guess at it.
Your castle is surprised. Your wife and babes savagely slaughtered, which will relate the manner were on the quarry of these murdered deers to add the death of you.
What, man, ne'er pull your hat upon your brows. Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak whispers the o'erfraught heart and keeps it break.
My children too?
The wife, children, all that could be found.
I must be from thence. My wife killed too?
I have said,
Be comforted. Let's make us medicines of our great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children. All? Did you say all? Oh, how kind all my pretty chickens and their dam at one fell swoop?
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so, but I must feel it as a man. I cannot remember such things were that were most precious. To have them look on and would not take their part. Simple Macduff, they were all slain for thee, not that I am. Not for their own demerits, but for thine fell slaughter on their souls. Heaven rest them.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. With grief, convert to anger. Blunt not the heart, enrage it.
I can play the woman with mine eyes and brag it with my tongue. But, gentle heavens, cut short all intermission, front to front, bring thou the speed of Scotland and myself. Within my sword's length sets him in peace scape, heaven will give him too.
His tomb goes manly. Come, go we to the king. Our power is ready, our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for the shaking, and the heavens put on their instruments. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long, but never time to day.
I have 2 nights walking with you, and yet to see
no truth in your report. When was it she left for? This His Majesty went into the field. I have seen her rise from her bed, throw a nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take both paper, write upon it, fold it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed. And yet, all this while in a most fast sleep. A great perturbation of nature to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what, at any time, have you heard her say?
Oh, that, sir, which I will not report after her.
You may to me, and 'tis most meet
To you, nor anyone having no witness to confirm my speech. Here she comes. This is the very guise, and upon my life fast asleep, a perfect watch.
And came she by the light?
I stood by her. She is light by her continually, 'tis her command.
See, her eyes are open.
Aye, but their sense is shut.
Look what she does now. Oh, look how she does rub her hands.
It is an accustomed action with her to see thus washing her hands. I'd have known her continuing this a quarter of an hour.
Yet here's a spot. Oh, she speaks. I will sit down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance more strongly.
Ah, damn spot! Out, I say! 1, 2.
It is time to do it. Hell is murky.
God, my lord, fire, soldier, and a beard. What need we fear who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Oh, you never would have thought the old man had so much blood in him.
Oh, you mock that.
The day of fight, he had a wife. Where is she now? Looking can ne'er be clean. No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You mar all with this starting.
You know too, you know what you should have known.
I am sure of that. Heaven knows she has known. No, but still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand.
Sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged.
Now yes, such a heart is my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Well, well.
Pray God it be, sir.
This disease is beyond my practice. I've known those who've walked in their sleep and yet died holily in their beds.
Put on your nightgown. Wash your hands. Look not so pale. I tell you that again. They look very. We cannot come out unframed.
Even so.
To bed. To bed. There's a knocking at the gate. Come, give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. Bed. Bed.
Would she go now to bed? Directly. How the streets are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their death pillows will discharge all secrets. God, forgive us all. More needs she the divide than the physician. Look after her, and remove all means of annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. Right. For the night, mind she is mated and made my sight. I think, dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor. The English power is near, led on by Malcolm, his uncle Seward, and the good Macdonald. Revenge is burning them. What for their dear causes, to the bleeding and grim alarm, excites the mortified man.
Near Burnham Wood shall we well meet them. That way are they coming.
Who knows if Donald may be his brother?
For certain, sir, he is not. I have a file of all the gentry. There is Seward's son, and many unroughed youths that even now protest their first of men.
Was a pirate.
Great Dunsonate, he's strongly fortified. Some say he's mad, but others that lesser havens would call it valiant fury. But for certain, he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belted rule.
Now was murdered, sticking on his hand. Now minutely revolts, upgrade the face reach. Those he commands only commands nothing in love. Now does he feel his title hang about him like a giant's rope upon a dwarfish steed.
Well, then who could blame his pestis senses to recoil and start when everything that is within him does condemn itself for being there?
Much beyond. Meet me the medicine of that sickly field, and pour we in our country purge each drop.
Or as much as it needs to do the sovereign flower, and drown the wheat. Make we our march towards Burnham.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all. Till Burnham would remove the Donaldson, and I cannot kick with fear. What's the boy? Malcolm. Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man born of woman shall e'er have power upon thee. Then fly, false thanes, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway by and the heart I bear shall never shag with doubt nor shake with fear. Devil damn thee, black thou clean-faced loon! Where dost thou that goose look? Geese villain!
Soldiers, sir!
Butt thy face and overrend thy fear, thou lily-livered boy! What soldiers? Cats! Death of thy soul! Those cheeks of thine are counselors to fear! What soldiers? Wait! Face!
The English paws so please you!
Take thy face hence! Seek! Seek, I say! This bush will surely ever deceive me now. I have lived long enough. My way of life has fallen into the seared yellow leaf. And what should accompany old age is honor, love, obedience, troops of friends. I must not look to have. But in their stead, curses, not long, deep, mouth honor, which the poor heart would fain deny and dare not. See time!
What is your gracious pleasure?
What is wrong?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
I'll fight from my bones, my flesh be hacked. Give me my armor.
It is not needed yet.
I'll put it on. Send out more horses. Stir the country round. Hang those that talk of fear. Give me my armor. How's your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with coming fancies that do keep her from her sleep.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased? Pluck from the memory the rooted sorrow, raise the written troubles from the brain, and with some sweet oblivious antidote, cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff that weighs upon the heart.
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physic to the dog, I'll none of it. Come, give me my armor. Give me my staff. See, send it. The veins fly from me, doctor. Come, sir, dispatch. If thou couldst, doctor, cast the water of my land, find her disease, and purge it to a sound and pristine health, I would applaud thee to the very echo that would applaud again. Hold off, I say. What rhubarb, senna, or what purgative drug would scour these English hence? Hearest thou of them?
My good lord, your royal preparation makes us hear something.
Bring it after me. I will not be afraid of death nor pain till Burnham Wood remove the Donaldson.
Were I from Donaldson away and clear, Crawford again should hardly draw me here.
Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand and chambers will be safe.
Doubted nothing.
What wood is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bough and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow the numbers of our host and make discovery ere and report them.
Shall be done. We learn no other but the confident tyrant keeps still in Dunsonade and will endure our setting down before it.
'Tis is my hope. For where there is advantage to be given, both more and less have given him the revolt. And none serve with him but constrained things whose hearts are absent too.
Let our just stanches attend the true men, and put we on industrious soldiership. Time approaches that will with due decision make us know what we shall say we have and what we hold. Thoughts speculative that unsure hopes relate, those certain issues broach from our retreat, towards which advance the war.
Aye. Hang out our banners on the outward wall. The cry is still, they come. Our castle strength will laugh the siege to scorn. Here let them lie till famine and the ague eat them up. Would they were not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them there full, beard to beard, and beat them backward home. What noise is that?
It is a cry of women, my good lord.
I've almost forgotten the face of fear. Times then my soul was cooled to hear a night shriek. And my fill of hair would at a dismal treaties rouse and stir as life were in. I have supped full with horrors. Direness. Familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot one start me. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of reported time. When all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. Poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. A tale told by an idiot, with sound and fury, signifying nothing. Nothing!
Gracious, my lord!
Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
You should report that which I say I saw, but know not how to do it.
I say it, sir.
As I stood my watch, I looked toward Burnham, and anon methought the wood began to move.
Liar and slayer!
You know your wrath if it not be so. In this 3 mile you may see it coming. I say, a moving grove.
If thou speaks false upon the nearest tree, shalt thou hang alive, confound it completely. If thy speech be sooth, I care not if thou dost for me as much. Full in resolution and begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend that lies like truth. Fear not till Burnham Wood becomes the Dunsonade, and now a wood comes towards Dunsonade. Arm! Arm and out! If this which he avouches does appear, there is no flying hence, nor tarrying here. I get to be weary of the sun and wish the estate of the world were now undone. Ring the alarm bells. Blow wind! Come, rack! At least we'll die with harness on our back.
Now near enough. Your levy screams throw down and show like those you are. You, worthy uncle, shall with my cousin, your right noble son, lead our first battle. Macduff and we shall take upon us what else remains to do according to our order.
Very well. Do we but find the tyrant's power tonight? Let us be beaten if we cannot fight. Make all trumpets speak. Give them all breath, those clamorous harbingers of blood and death!
They have tied me to a stake, I cannot fly. But bear-like I must fight the course. What's he that was born of woman? Such a one am I to fear or none.
What is thy name?
I'd be afraid to hear it.
No. Though thou callest thyself a name higher than any in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to my ear.
No more fearful.
Thou liest, your horrid tyrant. With my sword, I'll prove the lie thou speakest.
Weapons laugh to scorn, brandished by a man that's of a woman born. If thou be slain with no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. Cannot strike at wretched kerns whose arms are high to bear their staves. Either thou, Macbeth, or else my sword with an unbattered edge I sheathe again undeeded. There thou shouldst be.
by this great noise from one of the greatest nooks he fruit. Help me find him, Fortune. And more I beg not.
This way, my lord. The castle's gently rendered. The tyrant's people on both sides do fight. The noble thanes do bravely in the war. The day almost itself professes yours, and little is to do.
We have met with foes and strike beside us.
Enter, sir, the castle.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on mine own sword? Whilst I see lives, the gashes do better on them.
Turn, hellhound! Turn!
Of all men else I have avoided thee, but get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword, thou bloody villain. In terms, King, give thee out!
As easy mayest thou the entrenched air with thy keen sword impresses make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life which must not yield to one of woman born.
Spare thy charm. Let the angel thou hast still served tell thee. Macbeth was from his mother's womb. Untimely ripped. Ah!
But cursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath got my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in a double sense, and that keep the word of promise to our ear and break it to our hope. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the times. We'll have thee as our rarer monsters are, painted on a pole, underwrit. Here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield. Kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet and be baited by the rabble's curse. No urn of wood become the Donaldson age, who now opposes me as no woman born. Yet I'll try to last. Before my body I throw my war ash. Lay on, young. And damned be him that first tries. Hold! Enough!
Friends we missed were safe arrived.
Some must go off, and yet I see by these so great a day as this is cheaply bought.
Macbeth is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He lived but till he was a man, but no sooner could his prowess confirm in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died.
Then he is dead?
Aye, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, but then it hath no end.
Had he his hurts before?
I am the front.
Why, then God's soldier be he. Had I as many sons as I have hairs on my head, I would not wish them to a fairer death. So his knell is knolled.
He's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for it.
He's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score, and so God be with him. Here comes newer comfort.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold where stands the usurper's cursed head! The time is free! I see thee, compassed with thy kingdom's quarrel, whose salutations speak in my mind, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland! Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. What's more to do, which would be planted newly with the time, is calling home our exiled friends abroad that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and this fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought, by self and violent hands took off her life. This and what needful else it calls upon us by grace of grace, we shall perform in measure, time, and place. So thanks to all at once, and to each one, whom we invite to see us crowned in skull.
Appreciated if you could find it in your hearts to leave something behind here tonight. We'll be out front by the gate with the bucket. Thanks for all coming for, and tell your friends.
I'll go over there and sell pop, James.